Welcome to the Cole and Dre podcast. I'm Cole.
And this is Dre. What's up, world? What it do, man? We are back.
We back, and we got some special guests with us today, man. I'm extremely excited about these guests, man.
Yes, sir.
I saw King and King Jr. When we were in the Shakur Stevens interview.
Yes, sure.
And that's when I saw these guys, and I saw King Jr. over here, and I say, who is this kid? Man, we got to get this kid on. So I was extremely impressed, and I'm happy that you guys were receptive to come on. So welcome to the show.
Appreciate it.
Big King,
Yes,
King
sir.
Jr.
Thank you. We appreciate it.
So let's get into this thing, man. Let's start with you, King.
Yes,
Obviously, this is your son. King is your son.
Yeah,
Junior is your son.
This is my oldest son.
Your oldest son. Okay, so how many sons you have boxing?
So I have my three other sons under him are not too young, but young right now. So he's the only one into boxing. So I have 4 boys and 4 girls.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So he's the only one boxing for right now.
You don't be at home
Everybody
punching
else
on your little brothers, do you? You
I
practice
mean,
on
that's how you teach them.
So I'm just curious because you pretty nice, right? How old are you?
11.
11. So what happens when these kids at school try you, man? Do they want to try you?
I had to stop going to school because of that reason. You know?
Are you serious?
And I don't even like people, so that just make it even worse.
You don't like people, man?
Nah, not little children, but like.
Wow.
But you seem to be a pretty friendly dude, man.
He 11 saying little children, though.
Yeah. I just let that go by.
Right.
And I'm like, so what is little children?
I mean, my age, they just act different. You know, they not on my level, so I just.
Level as far as mentality?
Yeah, mentality. I see people. I don't like, you know how they be like, oh, what up, oh, pushing you and stuff, and like just playing too much. I'd be like, nah, but I'm not into that.
Don't touch me. I'm not mad at that.
Yeah.
I'm not mad at that at all. Ain't nothing wrong with that, bro.
We got a classic going. I see.
Hey, man,
Hey, we got a classic coming. Well,
Don't
you know what though?
touch me.
No,
Yeah.
what's funny is he's pretty much a celebrity already.
Yeah.
So you getting an opportunity to deal with. So you saying you don't really like people? But think about. I was having dinner one time, and I never forgot this, man. And we weren't eating. Were we eating with Michael Buff? We were at the other table, and I just couldn't believe how many people came up to take pictures with this guy while he's eating, and interrupting the meal. So this is something you're gonna have to deal with. So obviously you're getting prepared for it right now. So it's something you already don't like.
No. I can't say that about my fans. You know, it's different. I get excited when they come up to me like, dang, that's crazy. Like, I really got people coming up to me showing they love. So, and that's not really a problem to me. It's just like some dudes. I'm walking out of school one time. Some dude slapped the back of my head and start running. I pushed him so hard on the ground. So I can't really say that about my fans. You know.
I got a question though. So in school, did you like show dudes your YouTube clips? Like, yo, leave me alone because I kind of do this.
I mean, I've been in homeschool for like a year now, so I was big, but I wasn't. That's when I had like 3,000 followers, so I wasn't really. And I'm humble, so I don't really like to show people my followers. I'll be like, oh, look, this me, and you know, oh, look, I got more followers than you know.
Well, not the followers, the videos you punching on somebody. Like, let them know, like, you know what I'm saying? You keep playing, but I can punch you out.
Man.
Like,
Oh no, I never did that.
Hey, you don't do this. I would bend it. Hey, man,
yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Let's not do this, man.
See, Pops, you're doing a great job.
I'm gonna probably make you one of these clips.
Right.
I'm gonna make you one of these clips, man.
I got a little story. He was in school one time, and he came home and said, hey, Abba, he called me Abba. He said, hey, Abba, man, I got into a fight. I said, oh, really? I get a phone call right after. I'm like, dang, man, here we go, right? So he said 4 kids came up on me, and I was in recess, and they said they were going to jump me. And I said I stepped back, and the other one tried to hit me, and I hit him with a left hook, and the other ones just walked away. They walked away right after I hit them with that left hook.
They did.
I'm like, oh, man. So I didn't want that to happen anymore. I'm like, let me homeschool my son. And I think it's better for, him.
Yeah, I was just about to touch on that. Like, so you thought, like, if that incident was made you put him in homeschool or whatever, that way you have your hands on him most of the time?
Yeah, it played a role. But me wanting to be, with my son, physically almost 24/7 is what played the major part. I homeschool most of my children. Now, some of them are in physical school now only because they like it, but I homeschool most of my children. teach them economics. I teach them about credit. You know, I teach them about, you know, livelihood. You know, how to be a man, how to be a woman. Okay. You know, so
and the important things. I think, you know, being a father, man, is like super duper important, and raising your kids and instilling all those, you know, the bonus material, what I call it, because it's the need to know material. Let me say that.
Yeah.
Because the stuff you learn in school is not really need to know.
For sure.
Like I like history, I like, you know, but economic, you know, learn how to spend your money, save your money, what to do with your money. I think that's so important nowadays, and we miss out on that so much in the public school system.
I love history, and it's the actual history that we're being taught. So I teach my son and my other children a specific type of history. They're, you know, in the school system, they're prepared to teach them a certain amount of history or a certain type of history. I teach my children the raw truth. With that said, yeah, like I remember back in the day we had home ed. We dissected frogs, bro. We learned how to change tires and stuff like that. Now it's not like that. So I teach my children the essential, you know, parts of being, you know, an actual human being, like things that you need.
Hats off to you, Pops. I appreciate it. I like
Man,
that.
sure.
That's
Congratulations.
brilliant.
Keep up the good
Sure,
work.
thank you.
So you getting good tutelage right now.
Good tutelage. Explain that, please.
That's big. We don't know
you're
some
in
always
school right now in the right way.
Oh yeah, for sure.
So
I can do it at my own pace. I can. I try to do it. Try to do a lot. I would say. How can I explain this? I try to do a lot so I don't have to do it like every day.
Right. Okay.
Like I do it like every week. But yeah, I'm definitely getting a lot of tutelage for sure.
So let me ask you this: I'm gonna put your pops on the spot, right? So, is it more of his dream for you to box, or is it more of yours?
Definitely. Dang, that's a good question. In my eyes, it's definitely mine, cause like boxing it's not a hobby. It's like my favorite thing to do.
So does that mean So that mean you beat him to the gym? That means you telling him to come to the gym, or does he still have to tell you to come to the gym?
Most of the time, yeah. If I'm chilling him, cause you know I sleep a lot, so he'll wake me up and tell him to go to the gym. But if he working out, I'll be like, come on, pops, you gotta work out with me.
Okay. Sure, he be on me, man.
So
I can see that though.
So King, now which one is it then? So I asked him, which one is it?
Well, it's really his dream. I'm gonna be honest with you. My first sport was football.
Okay.
I didn't have a father like I am, so he taught me. He didn't instill too much into me. You know, no offense. He was being the best he possibly could. With that said, I played football. You know, I was trying my hardest in football. I actually tried out for the Falcons, made the practice team, and you know, a lot of stuff. You know, but with that said, if it was my dream, he'd be playing football. You know, I seen him swing a couple punches, and I'm like, oh shoot, hold on. While I'm training Raynell Williams or you know Abdullah Mason and all the Mason brothers and all these other guys, I'm like, oh man, he really can actually throw a punch or two. Okay, I'm like, let me start training him.
So how has that journey been? Training your son, teaching your son, homeschooling your son. Like, how has that journey been? I know being a dad is a sense of pride, but for you, you have to turn from father to teacher to keep that. You love your baby, but at the same time, you kind of got to be tough. Because this is a tough sport. Boxing is a tough sport. Like, you know what I'm saying? After a tough day at the gym and he don't want to do it or you don't want to do it, like, how do you stay motivated?
Bro, when I tell you that question is so defined, bro, bro, it's so defined because I have to learn. I had to learn. I started training my son at 2 years old. I had to learn how to turn father off. Because sometimes father could be so pushy, but then the trainer could be the one that's like, chill a little bit, relax, man, he cool, he gonna make. I had to learn how to balance both. I would push my son to the point where it would be like, dang, why am I pushing him so hard? You know, and I would watch film and see certain things that I would do and certain things I would say, and I had to learn how to pull back. So, excuse me, this journey is amazing within itself. The journey is the actual blessing. It's not when we make it, it's the actual journey. So with that said, it's a blessing. It's just I had to learn how to balance that. And so all you fathers / coaches, take father and leave him at home when you wake up in the bed if you're training your son. Leave the father at home, man. The father is good for bringing you up. But I remember back in the day, our coach was our father. You know what I mean? So you gotta learn how to be trainer, not father.
So Junior, so how do you feel about which you like more, pops or you like coach? Which one is better? Is there a difference? Can you see the difference? Which one you like to see the most?
I mean, it got so used to me. Like, they both the same now.
So Dad's still coming to the gym.
No, fact.
So I got a question for you then. Based on that.
Come on, man.
That's pretty good. I like that. So, oh God, I hate to put you on the spot, man, but because you don't have to.
No, you got to put him on the spot. That's what.
Well, no,
for.
I mean, like some
Good.
things I don't mind putting him on the spot for, but you know, I'm not. What do you feel about what happened with Sean Porter and his dad?
Oh man.
Yeah, I mean, because that was something that I didn't know. I like that really bothered me, and I just speak on me. It was almost like, you know what? I'm gonna show you who got the power right now, and I don't know if that was the case. I don't know. I've never met Sean Porter nor his dad, so that's me looking from the outside, looking in, and I don't know if you've met him or we just assessing the situation. But what did you think about that?
I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna speak on what I do know. A lot of times people speak on what they don't know, and give opinions about what they don't know. So I don't know Sean personally, nor do I know his father personally. We both grew up in Cleveland together. I know that he played football. I've met both of them before, if I'm not mistaken, in Cleveland, young. With that said, if I see my son taking a beating, which I'm training him not to, if I see him taking a beating, I'm throwing a towel in, bro. Like you can fall, you can go out on your shield, but for the most part, if what we did in the gym for 8 weeks, 10 weeks did not work in this ring right now, and we prepare either wrong or our preparation did not work, I'm pulling them out. I'm sorry, white flag is getting waved. So I agree with him on that note. With that said,
did you think he was actually taking a beating?
No.
Okay. This one.
No, that's what I was actually going to get to. No,
Okay.
I think it was too early.
Okay.
I believe personally it was too early. But again, it's hard to say because this is your son.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
That's
like
his son.
I think the dad kicked in. He probably forgot about because it's my baby. Let me, you know what I'm saying? Because boxing could be deceiving when you're on the sideline sometimes, and you can look like it ain't that, but you know your child. Like you've been training for 8 to 10 weeks, and you see he not there.
Yeah.
And you want to protect him. I can see it both ways though.
What we do know is he didn't leave father at home. That's what we do.
Right,
That's
right,
what we
right,
do
right.
know.
We do know that.
We do know that father
know
came
that.
into the arena with him. Coach Porter was not there. I mean, was there.
But I think Sean been on the
He
record
was
saying
there.
he was
He
okay
probably
with it. I think
have
he said
him.
he was okay with it. Like, man, this is my dad. I get it. Like, you know what I'm saying? I feel like, I seen that and we said that he talked about it a little bit. Didn't seem like he was too mad. Maybe that was him being,
He's politically.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
He's
Maybe
a
that's him
politically
being, they
correct
want to throw
guy.
his dad
though.
under the bus.
Yeah.
But
So I don't see him coming out publicly saying, based on what I've seen. Like,
right.
as I said,
I agree
don't
with
know
that.
the
I
guy.
agree with that.
I don't
Because he's
see
good
him
for
coming
television
out.
too. He's a good announcer.
Yeah.
He's a commentator, so
he's
you
good.
know I think he's going to choose his words wisely. But I was just curious about that because I think that's a situation where when you see your son, your fighter, at what point do you waive it? I was at the best fight I've ever been at was Jose Luis Castillo and Diego Corrales, the first fight, best fight I ever been to. And
Well, that's probably
That was a
everybody's
good
best
fight,
That's,
boy.
that's a classic one.
yeah,
to be,
I'm in the second
if not
row
the
right
best
there.
fight
Me and
ever.
Jay sitting on the side of each other, and this is probably I think I told you, Dre.
You
So
told me. I've heard the
we
story.
went into the dressing room, and Joe Goosen said, "Man, I was gonna throw in the towel." He said, "I was so close to just stopping it." And Corrales is laying back like this, and his eyes swollen, his jaw looks swollen. He didn't piss nothing but blood. And he said, "Don't ever stop one of my fights. I'm a warrior. You let me die in the ring."
That's how I feel.
And I was like, "Whoa."
That's real.
That's exactly how I feel.
Why is that? What is that? What is that
Yeah,
mentality? come from, though?
that's what you're doing it for.
So what does that mentality come at such a young age? You already have that mentality. That was a seasoned fighter, a champion fighter, and he said that. And you just right quick. Where does that mentality come from?
First, I hate losing, so it's just imagine like just imagine getting stopped. Like it's different. And imagine your dad throwing in the towel. I just can't. I can't do that. I can't imagine that.
You feel like he taking your chance to win away? Like you feel like you may have a chance to win?
I mean, you can have a chance to do anything.
Okay.
If I'm losing a fight, it only takes one punch.
Ooh, I like
real.
that. I like
real.
that.
That's
I like
real.
that.
All right. Well, I understand what's going
man,
on
I
now.
like that, man.
Well, I might have to take back what I just said.
Right, I like that though. But that's a great
the towel
answer.
in on him.
Because he said
Man,
anything can happen.
I might-
I do see it that way.
No, I mean,
Like,
and
you
that's
know what I'm
why
saying?
that's why I mentioned that Corrales fight because I couldn't believe it. Like the fight is over with,
Right.
and you came back and stopped this man in the 10th round, like
Yeah.
literally.
That was
Castillo was out
beautiful.
on his feet.
He was on his feet out. Yes,
Like,
sir. On the
Matter
rope.
of fact, he was waking him up when he was hitting him with some punches. So, But so I mean, I think had it been me, I would have stopped the fight. If that was my
Okay.
son, I would probably stop that fight.
Okay.
And I think he fired his stepdad in the Floyd fight. When
he threw the towel in.
Yeah, when he threw the towel in, and Corrales had got knocked down, I think 5 or 7 times.
5 times. You know,
5 times.
Floyd,
Okay.
Floyd dropped him 5 times.
But-
You remember that fight, King?
It was only gonna be 7 or 8, but I mean, you know,
It was definitely gonna be a lot. For
because
sure.
there's a fine line, like you know what I'm saying, like you know, and being a warrior and being ignorant. Like,
Well, knowing what I know today, I don't know if Floyd would have actually stopped him, but I don't know if it was for him to take that much punishment
Yeah, that's the thing.
because he could not hit Floyd.
right? That's
So
what I'm saying. He had no
nothing
chance
was
to win
going to
that
get
fight.
better. But now, he had a hell of he had a puncher's chance always.
Yeah,
For sure.
but that Floyd wouldn't. What that fight didn't like Floyd was man, that was
Yeah,
a good fight. I might go and watch that tonight.
I see both sides, man.
Yeah, I see both sides. So where does this confidence come from? Who instills it? Is that just your confidence in your hands, your confidence in your training, or is it a combination thing? Because you seem pretty confident for an 11-year-old kid. I mean, I'm sorry, for 11-year-old young man. My bad. I'm not gonna call you no kid. 11-year-old young man. Young king.
Confidence. I think is just a mental game, because you can be nervous, but you can be confident at the same time. So, how can I say this example? I can get in the ring and throw 2 punches, and now I would say I'm nervous getting into the ring, but I throw 2 punches and I'm not nervous, and I feel like I could beat him. Right. Confidence. I think it's just a mental game.
Okay.
Have you been in the ring in a sparring session or a fight, and you feel like it was somebody you couldn't beat, and it frustrated you, and then you had to go back and really try to make some adjustments? Have you had that type of adversity yet?
Feel like somebody I couldn't beat, or I couldn't beat. Like, did it feel like some?
Have you been beaten at this point? Have you lost?
In fights or sparring?
Either way.
Fight, I lost once.
Just once?
Yeah, once.
Damn, how many fights you had?
3.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and then sparring, not really. Nah, it's gonna be hard.
So when 3 fights in amateurs?
3 fights.
Yeah, 12 fights.
Yeah, I was gonna say I know he had more than 3 fights.
Yeah, you had 12.
No, where I lost.
Oh, no. He's asking you. No. He's saying, have you ever been pushed to your max? Have you ever stepped in the ring with someone that's better than you?
No. No.
That's what he's asking.
So even in those losses, you didn't feel they were better. You felt what was your assessment of that? How did you see it?
Like I said, I only had 3 fights when I lost, so I didn't have an experience, and I fought 50 fights?
No. Nolan Huntley, he had 60 or 70 fights from Toledo.
Wow.
Yeah, and
Kids
King
fighting
only
that
had
much?
2.
Kids are fighting that much?
We was in
man.
the silver gloves, too, so
Yeah.
I could have fought anybody, and it was only the first day.
Damn, he had 60 fights. This kid had 60 fights.
Yeah, he's a 10-time national, 11, 12-time national champion, even to this day.
And how old is he?
He's
At the time, how old was he?
I think he was 12 at the time, and King was 9, because I think he had just missed that cusp, like that draw where he couldn't fight 9-year-olds anymore. I think Nolan had just turned 12 or something like that,
Right.
and he didn't. What King is saying is King didn't have any experience, but King looks so well because I teach my fighters to be defensively responsible, and when I tell you King was blocking everything, and in the amateurs, they don't care about none of that. And y'all know how the game go.
Right.
They don't care how much you blocking.
Right.
They don't care about none of that. They care about how many times you swung. And that's what King is saying. King is saying he lost 2 fights, I believe, or I forget how many he lost. I think it's like 2. But he lost because he didn't swing enough, not because the person was better than him.
Right.
No, Nolan Huntley is not better than my son, even though he's a 12-time national champion. We love him, and I love you, Robert. But nobody is more skilled. You have never seen a skilled fighter as King Jr. at the age of 9, 10, or 11. Right. So no, none of them were better at all.
Work, King Jr. Work, King Jr.
I mean, I asked that question because, like I said, you're definitely raised the right way. I can see that now just by talking to you, and like hearing your confidence, like what see what motivates you. Where do you see yourself going, man? You're 11 now, man. Well, you turned pro about 4 years now.
When you want to turn pro?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's
16,
coming.
17.
16, 17. I know it's coming.
Really?
So you looking forward to that?
Hold on.
So,
Go ahead, finish that, because I got a question. I can't wait to ask.
I mean, it's a one answer question. Just I'm looking forward to it. It's gonna be crazy. It's gonna be crazy. My mindset on my first fight and my last fight is crazy.
So is it about the payday, or is it about just the competition, just upping the competition, upping the ante, like it's for real now?
Both.
Okay.
Both. Yeah.
Okay.
So, well, with that being, now you trying to switch in the direction of my question.
Go ahead.
Is there anything else you see you doing in your life besides boxing?
I like to cook. I'd be a.
Okay, that's
I would have never imagined you would have said that. Out of everything you could have said, I would have
Right.
never imagined. So you go from kicking ass to cooking.
Yeah,
I'm sorry, I gotta say it that way.
Yeah.
I like to.
Hey, you want something to eat?
I like to cook and play basketball. I'm crazy at basketball. I'm not gonna say nobody can get on the court with me because that's not true. But
Okay.
yeah, I like to play
So
basketball.
you would like to be a chef if boxing doesn't work out?
Yeah.
You don't even boxing doesn't work out.
He
You don't even fathom that.
He don't even know how to
imagine that.
fathom
He
that. Like,
couldn't
what do you
imagine
mean
that
boxing
just now.
don't work out?
Yeah.
Boxing working out.
Boxing
The reason I
definitely
asked you
working
that is I wanted to see how locked in you were. So boxing is boxing or nothing.
Yeah.
I love that.
I agree with you.
Yeah, I agree.
I've
It's
seen
all-
some of your
I'm all
videos,
about
man.
it.
I've seen some of your little sparring matches. I seen you in the gym. I look in your eyes.
Yeah, I seen you personally.
Yeah,
So that's
You
what
know what
that's
I'm
what
saying?
got you. That's what got
That's
us
why
to
you
say,
here, like,
hey
yeah,
man,
you
let's
the
get
one.
this kid here.
Yeah.
We first.
Yeah,
We first.
yeah.
Yeah, for
This is
sure.
very
I was
strategic.
was
sure.
extremely impressed, and I've been around the fight game a while and had an opportunity to see a lot of fighters. I've gotten to see the best of the best work out. Floyd, Roy, Tyson, Winky,
Shakira, Big Baby.
Shakur, Big Baby, yeah,
King Jr.
Yes, sir.
You know what I'm
Corrales.
saying?
Yeah, I've got an opportunity to see a lot of fighters in sparring, and I think people don't realize. I don't know if it's a such thing as sparring. People say sparring, but they fighting.
Yeah.
I've never seen an opponent get in there and say, "Well, I'm gonna let you just beat on me because I'm tuning you up for a fight." I've
Yeah.
never seen that.
Right.
Yeah.
Now maybe you deeper in this game than I am because you're close. I've only had access because Jay is my cousin and I've had an opportunity to be around any fighter he had, right?
Mm-hmm.
But I've never seen it in sparring where a guy got in there and said, "Well, I'm gonna let you work on something by hitting me." Have you seen that?
And that question right there goes with what I wanted to talk about as well, like good trainers versus okay trainers, because honestly, it's really up to your trainer, and it's up to the fighter in there, because I could tell my son, hey, we're working on A, B, and C. And then if the guy is in there and he touched my son too, maybe too hard or too much, it's periods where my son might say, hey, yo, listen, he'll hit him with a 7-piece combo, which went viral on Instagram a couple times. And that's just to calm the person down, where it's like, hey, yo, I'm working on this. Don't catch these 8 pieces, okay? I'm working on something. So with that said, it's really 50-50. Honestly, sparring is supposed to be for technical work, but sometimes you need to simulate that fight.
Yeah.
Nothing else can do it.
Yeah.
You have to. Sometimes you got to get in there. You just got to. Sometimes it just happens where it's like, okay, 2 gorillas just working. I was just sparring yesterday, literally sparring yesterday, and I tell my boy, "Hey, we working on something. I'm just chilling. Now I'm like 20 pounds bigger than him. He hit me with all type of fire. You know what I mean? It's like that. It's like, okay, it's cool. I know how to calm him down. And I calmed him down with a pull right hand. Boom. But with that said, yeah, technically sparring is to be is used to work on specific things, and that's why King is so amazing how he is. Because me and my son, we literally use sparring to work on specific things.
That's dope.
Yeah.
That's super dope.
So what do you see? What do you see yourself coming in at? Well, let me ask Pops on that one. So King, where do you see him coming in at? Like, what weight class? Where do you think you guys will start, and where do you think you will finish?
I played football. I was bulky. I had a lot of mass. So when I turned 17, I was 175, 180. When I turned 16, 17. So, and that was just off of no weights, just pure working out with, like I said, no weights. I want my son to come in at least 54. I'm going to try to get him to 47, but for the most part, honestly, the way it's looking, how he's built, how I'm built, like one of the best fighters that you'll ever see at this age will probably end up being at 54 or 60 when you get in the game.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I was thinking
54, 60,
I was thinking
okay.
54. I was thinking he'd probably start at 54.
Yeah. Okay. I hope he get taller than me, man. I'm 5'10", 5'11" on a good day. With Tim's, I'm 6 foot. You know what I mean? So I pray he's 5'11", 6 foot. If not, then we gonna work with what we got.
Yeah. So who's some of the fighters that you like, man? Who are some of your
Who
inspirations?
you checking for, man? We had a conversation out there. I heard Daddy. I heard Pop's top for. Who you liking, man?
I gotta say, first Tank.
Okay.
Second Jerron Boots Ennis. Third
Yeah, Bruce had a good showing this weekend.
I don't know.
Did
It's
Shakur
so-
show you something enough to be on your top 5 now?
My top 5 for sure, but my top 3. No, he my third. He my third
I
for
think
sure.
so too. Yeah, Shakur, that's what's up. That's what's up. Who else?
Canelo, but not right now. Not right now. So
Nah.
I'm picking Devin Haney, and then probably
You like okay. Well, just tell me. Just go down the list of the fighters that you like. You don't have to.
You ain't got to rank them.
You know, you don't have
Okay.
to rank them. Just
all time and
all time.
just
Period. Let me
Whoever
check
you-
your
whoever
boxing
influenced
history.
you.
Let's go to work.
Floyd, Sweet Pea, Javon
wow.
Bruce Ennis, Tank,
Sweet Pea. What you know about Sweet Pea?
Roy Jones,
Word Jones.
who else? Canelo,
Sugar.
yeah,
told me
Sugar
you
Ray
like Sugar,
Leonard, yeah, Muhammad Ali. Just so much, It's
Yeah.
so much fighters.
You ready to put your name on that list and have it all them fighters,
Sure.
man? That's dope. I love the confidence, bro. Like, don't
Yeah, it's
if you
time to
don't
put
change
your
it, don't
name on
change
there.
that confidence. I love that confidence, man. You have to know that you're the best at what you do. You have to believe. You have to see it. You have to think it and walk in it, man. And I think you're on the right path, man.
And you
I'm-
got to put the work in.
yes,
Sure.
And,
yes.
and I see you doing it, man. And shout out to your dad, man, because it takes, you have something special that a lot of kids don't have, and that's a father.
yes, sir.
And as black men, we have to do a much better job of being fathers to our kids.
Agreed.
A lot of times, I think we're getting a bad rap in the media, but from what I personally see, maybe it's just the guys that I'm around. I see a lot of good fathers that are doing everything they need to do to make sure they're raising strong black men, and I like that. And you have that, so that's a blessing right there to just have your dad, not only to be your father, but to also be your trainer, and even know the difference. So I'm telling you, he don't have to tell you because he shows you, but I'm telling you, make sure you understand that and appreciate that, man. Be thankful for that. That's something to truly be grateful for.
Yes,
man.
sir.
Okay.
Oh,
Like
sir.
my dad always say, hard work be talent. If talent don't work hard.
That's a
Oh,
fact.
yeah,
Say
that's a
that
fact.
to me every single day.
Yeah.
That's a
Hard
fact.
work beat
It's
talent.
like we do this
Talent beat
podcast.
work
We
hard.
really ain't got no talent, but we work hard at it. We come in, we record, we shoot our shot.
Y'all do it
But
good,
we do our thing though. But we understand what the cost of our work. You put it in, some gonna come back eventually. So
Sure.
And it's compounded effort. Just like
Yeah.
you have compound interest, compound effort is huge. Right now, these rounds that you sparring, 10 years from now are gonna really pay off.
Yeah.
Versus, just for the day. So I'm not, you know what? I've never been too much into the amateurs. So walk me a little bit through the amateurs themselves. I can tell you, I know nothing about the amateurs.
Well, let's talk about the amateur process though. Like, what is that process like? Do you just fight, and like you said, till we turn 16, or like how does that work? Are y'all just working on things, or y'all been selected by the fighters y'all choose? So by the time he turns pro, he been to seen it all. Like, how does that work?
So, amateurs are like, and this is no offense. Hopefully nobody from USA Boxing, gets annoyed with me, but I'm going to just be honest. Amateur boxing is not filled with the best judges. It's not filled with the best
At all.
coaches. It's not filled, in turn, with that said, that makes a recipe for okay to garbage fighters. And we need them in the sport. I'm saying that to say amateur boxing is kind of messed up right now. Not kind of messed up. It's messed up. I don't just fight my son. The reason being is because I literally take him to the draw. Just like I did with my other fighters. I didn't fight them all the time. I legitimately work on things. I make my son watch film. We take certain things from other fights. We watch our fights and we say I don't like this. He might have seen me sparring. He said, okay, I want to take that. And then we go to sparring and we implement it. But a lot of these kids, they're just fighting. And what happens is you get so accustomed to the amateur style that you can't turn. It's hard for you to transition into the professionals, because in the amateurs, it's just about swing. Right. It's not about skill. With that said, it's hard to turn pro.
Transition.
To make that transition. So no, I don't do that with my son. I don't just fight my son. We work on the potency of boxing. We work on the actual art of boxing. And that's why you see one of the best fighters, and I'm always say that to him, and I'm always say that to whoever I talk to, one of the best fighters that you'll ever see at the age of 9, 10, 11, and furthermore. This is why you see that, because I take the blueprint and I actually use it. So no, I don't fight my son all like that. He only has 12 fights.
That's dope.
Okay. So tell us about a regular day of sparring. I mean, what's your workout? Tell us your workout.
No, give me a regular day with this homeschooling, with the training, because I understand boxing takes a lot of work. So you being so young, like you just want it, like you like a little machine, man. So give me a day. Give me a day for you. What does your day look like?
No, a regular day. Get up, I pray. I pray every day. Try to pray every day. Get up after a long sleep. Get up.
He gonna get his sleep
Smoothie.
You should.
Probably drink a smoothie. Probably play the game a little bit. No. I get up. I pray. After my dad tell me to run, I run. I play the game. Probably drink a smoothie after that. I go to the gym for another 3 hours. And if it's a good day, I work out. I work out too. After I run, I go to the gym about 3 hours. After that, I hoop a little bit. Probably play the game again. Go to sleep.
That's what's up.
I'm tired.
Yeah, I'm tired.
Like 5
Well, I'm
hours
tired,
of working.
man.
Hold on, he said run did a 3 hour gym session. Like,
Run, workout, 3 hour.
because my gym session about 45 minutes to an hour. Then I run, so like that, my day is over with for the gym.
My gym session is like never.
Yeah.
And
man.
yeah, it's just not there anymore.
Well, I tell you what,
That's
Keith,
why these 50
Junior,
pounds.
you want to be a
came-
chef? He like these.
Facts.
Go ahead, hit me, sir.
He
Travis.
like
Go ahead.
these.
Travis, go ahead, make sure you hit that one.
You got a client already, Junior. You want to be a
Sure.
chef? We got a
Oh
client.
man.
I forgot the football drills to help me see punches. My dad, I hate it, but I stand still. I can't move. He'd throw the ball like a bullet at my face and I have to catch it.
Okay.
And that's gonna help me see punches faster.
And your reflexes.
Yep. And then we work on, and then we do explosion workouts with the football too.
Y'all do what now?
Explosions.
So pops, you had to get that football implement in there because
Man, I had to sneak it in there, man.
That's all you.
I got tired of hearing everybody say, "Well, you live your dream through him." I'm like, all right, pick up a football. Let's do this. man.
Right, absolutely.
Implement this somehow, you know.
I can dig it.
Don't
Yeah,
be
man.
surprised you be playing running back at high school or something. You know what I'm saying?
So I got another question. We ain't gonna keep
Gladiator.
y'all here too much longer, man. But how do you? Cause like you've had an opportunity already to like spar in the same gym with Shakur Stevens. You've probably met other fighters and been around. You've had access to things that most kids your age never will have access to.
Absolutely.
So has it become normal to you now, or are you still excited when you meet new people?
Man, it's so exciting. It's like it's you look at them a different way, but it's still exciting. I met Rolly when I was at Abdullah debut. I met Rolly,
Tiafimo.
Tiafimo, and I looked at him. I seen him fight. I was like, nah, this ain't the person I seen on TV, or this ain't the person I met. And then Rolly, think about to beat him so bad. and then I watch him fight, and then I'm like, this not the dude I met.
Yeah.
But it's still exciting to meet him. But you just don't look at him a different way. I mean, you
Make
look at
sure
him
we
a different
clip that out. He said about to beat him so
About to
bad.
beat him so bad.
Hey, no, we keeping that in there.
No, I don't mean take it out.
Okay.
I mean that's a clip we gotta take out.
But you do know now, you 11 now, so you said you want to turn pro at 16. Some of these fighters gonna still be around by the time you get there.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah, some of these fighters gonna still be around by
So
the
you
time
gonna,
you
you
get
gonna
there.
have to get. You might have to get in the ring with Rolly.
Yeah,
I
so
want to fight Tank.
Okay. Tank, what 23 right now? Tank 23?
Yeah, 26, I believe.
Tank 26?
I believe 26. Yeah.
Yeah, he'll be around another 10 years, so
Yeah.
you might get your shot.
That's your favorite fighter. You want to fight? You want to fight Tank? That's your favorite fighter?
I mean, it's gonna be. I'm gonna have to work, but I
You
That's
want to
what's
fight
up.
Tank?
want to
what's
fight
up, man.
Tank.
Tank, you hear that?
Hey Tank,
You
we
hear
got
that?
King coming for you, baby.
All the way out of Houston, Texas, man.
We got
All the way in
King coming
Cleveland.
for you, man.
You know what I'm saying? That's
Wow.
big, man. Like I said, some of these fighters who like Shakur should definitely be around. Tank should definitely be around. Devin, Rolly, a lot of those dudes you named should still be around, man. So I'm looking forward to this, man. I got my pay-per-view card. I'm ready to swipe. Yeah, I'm ready to see you, check you out, man. I can't
Especially if
wait.
you just bulk up all the way. Big Baby will be around. Probably.
Yeah, you know what I'm
I
saying?
mean.
Yes, sir.
By that time, he'll be having. If Big Baby is at the top of his game 10 years from now, and you ready? Oh my God, you got a payday coming for real, boy.
Yeah, buddy.
For sure.
That's gonna be a huge payday.
For sure.
How what's his weight? What's Big Baby?
Now
weight?
he heavyweight.
Yeah,
Oh,
heavyweight.
yeah,
He
right, okay.
heavyweight.
He told me.
I was wondering.
He told me I had to be 201 pounds. I'm 180 something right now, so he told me I had to be 201 pounds to get in the ring with him. So.
Yeah, I told him. I told him. So we just did an interview with Big Baby. We're gonna get that out. And I told Dre, I said, okay, would you fight him for $1 million? And he said he would fight him. I wouldn't. You know what I mean? I'm old.
Yeah.
I can't take punches like. I don't even want to try. chance taking punches like
Basically,
that.
he's paying me to get knocked out.
I ain't scared of nobody
That's
for
how-
$1 million.
Nah, boy, that's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Nobody for a meal ticket.
Sure.
So we posted on my Instagram. My Instagram, I've been getting prayers. I've been getting well wishes. I've been getting all the things. Like, you know
Leave
what I'm
Big
saying?
Baby alone, man.
I've been getting all the things. So, you know,
Leave him
I ain't
alone,
been
man.
checking to that.
oh,
Trey.
man, I've been getting all the things. I mean, all the things. The people that wishing me well, like, you know, say every way, you know, for $1 million, I'm like, you, I ain't scared of nobody. For
No,
a
that's
meal
a fact.
ticket.
That's a fact.
You gonna get in there for that? So let's go 10
Did you
years
see that
from
look
now
on his
before we
face?
get out of here.
Did you
I
see that look?
I already, you scared me just then. I don't want no smoke. I don't want no smoke. So let's fast forward. Let's fast forward 12, 13 years, and all of your dreams come true.
Mhm.
You're a championship fighter. You holding the belts, and you know you have truly made Big King over here proud. You got everything you want. How do you handle that?
I just sit back, watch my fights, watch everything that I did, and just be like, wow. Be like, wow.
So I gotta ask King then, how does he handle that, King? Because I know he's gonna give you such guidance that he been giving you guidance, but it's more to come.
Yeah.
So how you gonna handle that, King?
Hey, I'm gonna say it like this, man. I'm gonna give you a little analogy real quick, man.
Okay.
You know, back in the day, you were known by who your father was. So if your father was a carpenter, you was known as the carpenter's child.
Mm-hmm.
So how we will handle that is we will make sure that we give to our children what was given to us. We will pass down unto them, so that generational curse will be forever broken.
Okay.
Of not having a father. So the first thing I say we will do is make sure that I get me some grandchildren. So make sure that they're boys. We love girls too, but make sure they're boys. And you know what we're gonna do? We're gonna build another King Jr. and another King Jr. and another King Jr. And
Yes,
we're gonna make
sir.
sure that it's forever indebted in our genetics that we're the best ever. You know?
Strong.
Yeah.
That's strong.
It's just our superpower to make boys.
Talk to me. talk to me. Talk to me. I know you said something about, you know, King meeting these, you know, superstars. It's funny, man, because I actually have a superstar in my house, and it's like, yo, I'm walking through airports, and people like, excuse me, old man, can I take a picture with King
Absolutely.
Jr.? And I'm like, dang, bro, we
You
in
turn into the
Atlanta.
security real quick. Like,
Man, I found out just recently that I am his security now.
Right.
I was his manager. I was his coach.
Right.
I am his father. I'm his security now, man. Yeah, because we were literally all the way in Daytona Beach, and people were like, bro, I wanted to meet you. Can I take a picture? Watch when I get in the car, man, with my people. They gonna be excited I met you.
no question.
I'm excited. Hell, I'm excited I
Yeah.
met him. I was excited when I first saw him. Me and
Yeah.
Dre were both excited. We was like, we're in there and we watching Shakur. We waiting on Shakur spawn and we waiting to do the interview. And I'm like,
You just stuck out like a sore
Who is this
thumb. Like
kid?
he just stood out.
who is
Even
this
now, if you
kid?
meet
Like,
him, it's like
all
even more.
praises.
Yeah.
yeah, and then you
all
have
praises.
an extremely charismatic personality
Yeah, no
already
question.
that helps. You well spoken. All of those
Appreciate it.
things are going to help, man. Because obviously, I think I told Shakur, and I can see it in you. Not only do you have a boxing career, I think you're going to have a career in commentating.
Oh, yeah.
So keep up the good work. You like commentating?
I like watching it. I gotta get on my game a little bit more, but I like watching it for sure. I'm gonna have a lot of. I'm gonna have so much businesses. I'm not even gonna be able to count no more.
All praises, man. All praises.
Well, what business you want to go into? Tell us about it.
First businesses. I wanna have a smoothie shop or a restaurant or.
I like the smoothie thing because you have a smoothie every day. So you're on the right.
Boy got a righteous recipe with that smoothie. He good, man. He
No,
good.
I would
So,
say.
hold on. I gotta cut you off. Tell me your smoothie recipe. I want to. Is it secret?
Give it to him,
Pops?
kid. No, I mean,
Hold
hey.
on. Before you tell him, ask him is he gonna use that recipe.
Oh man, he throw it. Shots fired.
I'm
Man,
just curious though. I'm just
He
gonna
gonna,
ask
he
him.
gonna put it in there. He
Ask him
gonna
a question.
fire shots, man.
Say, are you gonna use my recipe if I give it to you? If he ain't gonna use it, don't
You
share
gonna
it. with
use
him.
it?
Probably not.
Oh man.
I'm not aligned
Oh,
to
man.
it.
Well, tell me because I'm gonna
Just
use
not
it. Tell me I
aligned
like
to
smoothies.
it.
Tell me how I'm gonna use it.
Strawberries,
Okay.
apple juice,
Check.
blueberries, blackberries. Just the regular stuff.
Yeah.
You gotta make
okay.
it. You gotta blueberries, blackberries, apples, pineapples, raspberries.
Yep.
That's the smoothie. And if you want,
What do
you
you
know
do
what
with the
acai bowl is?
Yep.
Say that
Acai bowl.
again. Hold on, I missed you. What did you say?
Acai bowl.
Acai bowl.
A what?
Acai.
bowl.
What the
I've
hell
heard
is
you say it.
Acai. A-C-A-I.
It's like
Acai.
it's something healthy, like you know what I'm saying. It's like fruit.
Oh, no
with,
wonder I don't know what it is.
It's like a
granola. I put granola in mine.
It's like a
Yeah.
smoothie. It's like a smoothie base, and then you pick granola, bananas, fruit.
It's
on top
not
of
blended,
it.
basically.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, acai. So it's acai berry is like a superfood.
Yeah.
That particular berry we use in the acai bowl as a base. So we use acai, blueberry, raspberry, a little banana, coconut milk, and apple juice as well. So, and once you make that base, which comes out as if you make it right, it comes out as a sherbet consistency. You throw some granola on top of it, put some fruit on there,
Some honey.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nutella.
Yeah,
See,
Nutella.
acai bowl. I go strawberries, granola. I do
fine.
double granola, strawberries, mango.
I do double granola.
Yeah. So,
Never
you know
tried
what I mean?
mango before.
Yeah, mango.
I had to bring my wife in here, so you listen to this. Dre calling me fat.
I didn't call him fat. That's not what I said.
Not me, beloved.
That's
not
what
what I
you're gonna say, Rusty.
That's not what I
You
said.
just said I was a fat ass. Okay, I'm gonna take that.
I'm sorry. She can say that because she don't cook 3-4 days out the week for her husband.
Mm.
Woman that cooks
Pow pow! Shots fired back.
and when we don't eat, I'm cooking.
Okay.
A woman that cooks, all praise.
Moving forward, man,
That's
like
dope.
you know what I'm saying. So this journey you've been on, man. Has there been any controversy on this journey that you've been on, man? Like, have any? Well, should I ask Pops this question or Junior? Like,
What does that
just
mean?
any kind of controversy,
Like
like something
problems.
you didn't like about boxing,
Like
something
problems.
about opponents you didn't like, unfair judgment, like you know what I'm saying. Anything? How do you handle that? If so, how have you handled that? If so,
Just got robbed on my last fight.
Yeah, your last fight.
You know,
Did you say you just got robbed on your
who was you
last-
fighting?
Okay.
some unknown
That's
dude.
controversy.
That's
That-
controversy.
Okay, so he was just throwing. And he was long too, like big, like your height maybe. And then I just like so hard. I hate that. But I got up to him. I took it like a man.
Were you blocking the punches? Was he throwing punches? Was he connecting? Or were you blocking the punches? And it's like your pop say, because he threw so many punches, he actually won.
Yeah, like like my dad said, the amateur judges are so messed up. Like you have to throw a lot to win. You
Right.
can't no skill. I don't care how skillless you look. You have to throw so many punches just to win. And then I hate that because I fight like a pro, so I can't be on my style. I gotta throw a lot, or I gotta throw with him, or I gotta throw with him, and then I get hit with a couple punches, unnecessary punches, because I'm throwing with him, and that's not my style.
Okay. So,
Pops, that same question for you though. Like,
yeah, exactly. That's what I was going to say. So let me ask you the same question.
So, like I said about the amateur game. Honestly, the way that I teach, my style of coaching is the professionals. So the transition into the professionals won't be so hard. So that's why I teach my son like that. And a lot of times, he has over 200,000, 400,000 followers, is because people like to see. They look at him like, wow, he fights like a professional at such a young age and such a small size, right? With that said, we haven't ran into any controversy. We had some controversy, like the Dylan Capetillo. I shouldn't even say his name, but we had
Say his name. Let's talk about it.
yeah, Dylan Capetillo, man.
I gotta get into this.
Yeah, so his so he went on can I say the podcast name on here?
Yeah, it's cool. I don't mind.
Okay. So he went on Boxing Voice and basically said that he whooped my son and just some extra stuff. And they showed a clip of him whooping my son. Yeah, pull it up, King. Put it up on mine too. And
Hey, they kind of hot about this, Dre.
I want to know.
They kind of hot
so
about
we wanted to
this.
address it. I wanted to address it, and this is the part where I said that fathers need to stay at home. If you're actually training your son, you have to know how to leave father at home and be the coach. Because I would have told my son or my fighter, we don't address stuff like that, right? So since he opened those can of worms, we just want to be the gentlemen that we are and just kind of smooth it out a little bit. All right, and we want to show people that obviously it's on YouTube, number one, and number two, King was legitimately out of shape. We were fresh off the couch. I was going out of town. I'm sorry, we went to Vegas.
Play for me.
Yep, hit play. We were in Vegas, and I was in Abdullah Mason's camp.
Okay.
That's what.
That's the kid that just turned 17.
Yes.
Right.
I mean, it just turned pro.
Yeah.
He just turned 18.
Okay.
We was out there for his camp. I said, "Hey, my son is out here too." He was sparring at Dylan Capetillo's father. Oh no, take him to the other one, the first one, King. Take him to the first one. Let him see the first one. This one is the second one. But take him to the first one where you had black on right here. I think it says first one.
But dang, we did a lot.
Yeah, so this one right here. This one. Take him to that one. So with that said, I said, "Hey, yo, Capetillo, do you have anybody for my son? He's 11, he's 90, 95 pounds. Do you have anybody for him?" He said, "Absolutely, we got somebody for him. I got my son. He's a little smaller, and he has some experience, and he kept it real. He said he has about 50 or 60 fights. I said, it's cool. My son only has 3 or 4 fights, but my son can work. He can fight, boy. He can scrap." He said, "All right, bet." Next day, we get in the gym. That's when the little Dylan popped up. I'm like, "Oh, I know that little kid. I seen him on YouTube before." Seen him. We didn't know nothing about the kid that much. We just seen him before. And man, when I tell you, King got in there and what? King was fresh off the couch, out of shape. He only had 2 fights. He just turned. He was a fresh 11 years old.
He don't look like he's having that much of a hard time.
He didn't have a hard time. He knocked his mouthpiece out twice.
Okay.
He almost broke his tooth. You'll see it in a second. My son, he's not getting hit.
So what they talking about? What was the?
They said that Jay Prince pulled up for him, and Jay Prince didn't pull up for him. Jay Prince pulled up for King. Jay Prince loves King. Jay Prince invited us out to his ranch, or invited my son out to the ranch after he got back from the Shakur Oscar Valdez fight. He called me and said, "Hey, I want King to come out." With that said, Jay Prince pulled up for King. And then when he got there, I'm sure he probably knew who Dylan Capetillo was. He said he wanted to see the sparring session. Right. I ain't gonna put no words in his mouth. I don't know why. I just know that he pulled up because my son was there. He loves my son.
Right.
So with that said, it was just a lot of lies being told on that, and it was super weird. So
like, see there, they were so happy for that.
But we love you, Dylan Capetillo, and we love your father, man.
How old is the Dylan Capetillo kid?
Like
he's 13. He's like 13. My son was literally freshly 11, and he still you can see it. My son has 2 fights. Yeah, he had 3 fights right here.
Like them punches right there, boxing voice like, oh.
And in boxing voice, we love y'all, man. We supposed to be on y'all podcast as well. He called my son straight up and down. One of the hosts did. I strongly encourage you to watch a little more boxing.
Right there.
All right, because my
if
son
I'm looking
is
at this
far
fight
from
that you're
straight up and
talking
down.
about, this look like a little lesson he getting right now.
So this is something that you're gonna deal. So this is good right here. This is what we talk about controversy. So obviously you've dealt with it already in the amateurs. How do you feel? Okay, Roy Jones in 1988 Seoul Olympics, 100% robbed, and he just broke into tears. And I pray that you don't experience that.
But the same thing happened to Mayweather and Shakur.
Who is that?
Mayweather and Shakur experienced that in the Olympics. In Atlanta with Mayweather, he lost.
I didn't know that one. I don't remember that one.
Yeah, he lost. And he really won, but he lost.
Right, but I think the one with Roy was the biggest robbery I ever seen. Yeah. How do you think? How do you deal with that? How do you feel about that? And how do you think you would feel if you know 100% in your heart you won and you lose?
Like just like the amateur, fight. Like I sit back and think about it, like it's crazy to me. Like how could they do this even in pros? It's gonna be crazy. I'm not letting that happen in pros. If I'm losing the fight, I'm taking the whole fight over. You're not touching me. If he clearly winning in the judges' eyes and pros, I'm taking over the fight.
So you gonna knock him out?
Yeah.
You gonna take it out the judge's hand?
Yeah. I'm gonna take it out the judge's hand. He not touching me no more after I do that.
The reason I asked you that question and you did exactly what I was wanting to see what you do. Were you going to go back to what happened in the amateurs and you did? You feeling some type of way about that?
As he should, though.
I love it.
As he should.
That's his attitude. He hates to lose.
He feeling some type of way about that, Pops.
I was the kid that kicked the ball over the fence when I lost in basketball, okay? I was the one that threw the football.
Oh, so you got some boxing skills, too?
Oh, 100%.
Yeah, you had to, because, I mean,
you kick the ball.
I ain't going to have to see you about that.
100%. Nobody seen me yet about that.
We're going to have to look at him about that, man. He can't just kick the ball. Sorry, man, before we wrap up, Pops, tell us what's next for you guys. Like, where 5 years from now, where do you see your son? And also, before you answer that question, let me ask this question: How many other fighters do you have, or how many fighters have you? What other fighters have you been training? I want to give you an opportunity to showcase those as far as your training skills. So,
as far as my training skills go, I'm gonna just go ahead and put it out there. I've trained Raynell Williams, who's a Olympian. I've trained Montana Too Pretty Love, who just fought on DAZN, signed a nice deal with DAZN. He's like a brother. I love him. We might not see eye to eye all the time, but love him. Abdullah Mason, and the Mason brothers. I've trained them before. I also trained. I've worked with Thomas Matisse, who's Push Davis fighter, and I worked mitts with Terrell Goucher, who fought Lara, and just lost to one of Tim Tzu, Costazu's son.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
So I've worked with these fighters before, some more than others.
Mm-hmm.
With that said, the best fighter that I've ever worked with in my life is King Jr. right here, who is my son for sure. And I know that no one's better than him, and no one will be better than him. Not only because I've trained him, but because he won't allow it. He literally has the attitude.
Was that the daddy or the coach or just?
That was the father.
Okay.
The coach at home.
Okay, cool. That's
the coach waiting for him to get back so he can get on these mitts. Yeah. So.
That's dope.
And he has a Foot Locker deal. He just collaborated with Foot Locker, East Bay.
Congratulations.
Champs.
Think you give me some Yeezys? You think you give me some Yeezys?
I mean,
So every time I say we done, man, you hit me with something else. So tell us a little bit about the Foot Locker deal. How did that
let's
come
talk about that,
because
man.
obviously, in order to do that, how many followers do you have?
50,000.
Okay.
Collectively.
Yeah.
So you have
collectively.
130 on mine. You have 50 on yours. Then you just now you at like 35 on TikTok.
Yeah, 'cause
Yeah.
all that count when you sit down in that room. I got this many followers.
Over 200.
230,000, something like that.
Okay.
Foot Locker, I don't know. It just popped up like dang, Foot Locker. We was in a hotel. My dad got a call like Foot Locker, from this one dude. His name Chris, and he was talking. I guess he was talking to Foot Locker or something like that. And I guess he mentioned my name. Then my dad got a call. He was like, Chris was like, oh, Foot Locker. I showed Foot Locker to y'all. I showed you to Foot Locker, and he was like, oh, they gonna do something. Get what's the word?
Campaign. They want to do a campaign.
Yeah, the campaign. My dad was like, okay, let's do it. I was like, wow. We was on the mix doing a combo, and then we was like, oh, I was like, wow, like dang, I did not expect that early. Like I did not expect.
No, expect it all, bro.
I did not expect that.
You putting in work. Expect it all.
Sure.
You earning everything you got coming to you.
Big King, were you surprised at that?
I was, but also I had to put my manager hat on, and I'm like, man, I had to act like I wasn't, super surprised because I tell my son all the time, for every accolade you get, bro, we doing 5 push-ups, and that's gonna keep us humble. Cause I was in this position before, not as early as him, but I was one of the best football players in Ohio, in Cleveland, and my head was pumped up, and I lost the opportunity. So I made sure that my son will not go through that same thing, or any of my children. So when I got that call, I'm like, wow. And shout out to you, Chris, man. We appreciate you, my boy out there in Cali.
Yes, sir.
Yep. He was the correspondent for them.
So before we wrap up, man, anything you guys want to speak on that we haven't asked? Anything you want to say on your own? Before hold on, this guy, I keep doing this. Hey, I'm working on my interviewing skills. Y'all work with me. So I want to know, what fight would you like to see? Between what 2 fighters would you like to see? Give me 2 or 3 fights you would like to see.
That you want to sit at home with your popcorn, like, man, I can't wait to see this.
Boots against Crawford.
Ooh.
And
Hold on. Who's gonna win that fight?
Don't say it, Kenny. He tricking you.
Listen to
No,
Pop,
I'm just playing. Go ahead, son. Go ahead. Say, hey, keep it real.
Because I got my opinion on that fight too. I like Boots though.
I don't got an opinion. I
just want to see it. You want to
just a
enjoy
good fight.
I just want to see it.
Okay. What's another fight you want to see?
Or Boots against Tank. That's gonna be the most craftiest fight.
Ooh.
I
2 different weight classes, but yeah, that would be a nice
Boots
sparring
fighting
session.
154, right?
Boots at 47.
147.
Yep,
Okay,
and
yeah.
Tank
Well,
is
Tank
at
probably get
35.
147.
Tank
he
went to
hydrated.
140.
I thought Tank was at 140.
Well, he fought at
now.
140, but he back at 135.
Yeah, it might be
He back
40
at
or
135
35.
this fight.
Okay, yeah, 35.
I think
this
he
fight.
They could do a catch weight on there.
Yeah.
Okay. Who wins that fight, Dre?
Ooh, man, that's it. Man, he presented a problem just now.
Okay, tell me who else. What's the other fights you want to see then?
I don't got no other fights in mind right now. Yeah, I don't got none right now. That's just my main focus. I just want to see them right there.
Well, can I tell you mine?
Yep.
I want to see you fight Tank.
Oh, that's gonna be easy. That's
what
gonna
I
be
want to
easy.
see. I want to see you fight Tank. I'm waiting on that.
How that fight work? You said it'd be easy.
It's I can't even explain it. After I knock him out, I'm gonna have to do more.
You gonna knock him out?
After I knock him out, I'm gonna have to do more.
That's what I'm talking
Whoa!
about. Hey, look, I'm gonna have.
Boy, your confidence is
Matter of
way.
fact,
I love it.
When you fight Tank Pops, we need to be there.
Sure.
I'm telling you now. Record this.
For sure.
Right now, today, when that fight happened about 10, 12 years, give or take.
We'll be there, Drake.
We'll be there.
We'll be
I
there.
won't be that old. I'll be there. I'll still be live and fresh.
For sure.
Wow.
Looking forward to it, man.
So King, what fights you want to see, man?
Okay, so I'm looking forward to the Tank and the Rolly fight coming up for sure.
Man,
I mean, why are you looking forward to that fight?
I want to see it.
Is it something that's going to happen that we are unaware of? Is Rolly going to do something that we...
No, but it's always so we can't sleep on Rolly because he has punching power. Number one, you can't win a fight with punching power, but I think he has the worst style for Tank. But I want to see how Tank fights this awkward type of. He's an awkward dude. He's unorthodox. He fights like Abdullah Mason's opponent. Mm-hmm. His first fight, what was his debut? I forget the guy's name.
I'm not sure.
But he fights just like him. So it's just I don't know. I want to see that. I want to see Tank and Rolly. I want to see Earl and Bud. I want to see Jared Anderson and what's the Tyson Fury. I want to see that. It's going to be in the future, but I want to see it.
I don't think that fight will happen. I think by the time that fight comes about, Tyson Fury will be gone from the
Tyson Fury
he running.
I think he about to get fat. I don't think he done made so much money now. I think he about to get fat again.
Yeah.
But I do want to see Wilder and Big Baby. I think that's going to be it. Big Baby said he'll walk Wilder, so I got to see that.
Okay.
I got to see that.
What do you think about that before we go? We really wrap it up.
Because he definitely said it out his mouth.
Yeah, he says easy fight for him.
Wild.
He said that he said his superior boxing skills would easily outwit Wilder, and that he's not worried about getting hit with a right hand. He's gonna see it coming. I'm like, whoa.
Yeah. As long as you're keen on that, as long as you can see it coming. I teach my son that all the time. We watch every punch come, and we have an answer for every punch, and that's what we working on. Wait till he get his motor skills together. I keep reverting back to my son because he's the best fighter you will see in a long time. However, if he can see that right coming, if Jared Anderson can see that right hand coming, he has no problem with Deontay.
That's exactly what he said.
I don't think Tyson Fury or Deontay have no skill. Like, they have no skill.
You don't like Tyson?
I don't like Tyson.
I got now. I've been agreeing with you on everything, man. Listen, listen, King. Tyson Fury is extremely unorthodox, and the reason his skill level is the reason I have to explain to you why his skill level is there. He understands one thing that a lot of fighters don't get: how to use his advantage. He understands how to keep people at distance. He understands how to get in and out, and he's not easy to hit.
That's a fact.
So
you talking about the Tyson?
Uh-huh.
You talking about the Tyson Fury that fought Deontay Wilder, right?
Right.
I mean, I agree with you. I'm talking about like. I can't really say that. No, I can't really say that because most heavyweights are not as sharp, so I can't really say that.
That's true. He's in the
If you're looking at him from a welterweight, lightweight standpoint to where his skills at in the heavyweight, it's a total difference.
Yeah.
But you got to also realize heavyweights hit a hell of a lot harder.
Yeah.
But I do believe if Tyson Fury didn't come in 60, 70 pounds heavier than Dante, I think that would have been a different fight.
100%.
came
I
in-
agree.
He was like what 60 pounds
Wow.
more than Dante. That's
It was like 290, I think, 288 or something like that.
That was strategic. That was
different because he was
smart.
30 pounds lighter the fight before, something like that. Like, you know what I'm saying? The first time they fought.
Yeah,
What did
that's
you
right.
eat?
You're a big dude. He's
That's what I'm
6'7",
saying. He a
ain't
big
he?
dude. You know what I'm saying?
All right,
He's a big
we
guy.
got to wrap up, man, because
I love boxing. We can talk about this.
I
forever.
love boxing. He loves boxing. Y'all love
And you a
boxing.
boxer. But let me
We'll
say this
never-
before you go.
Go ahead.
I love the sport of boxing. I follow a lot of fighters, but I haven't met a fighter this early, this special, and I've not been able to follow a fighter this early special. I've been following you,
Appreciate it.
young man, and I wish you the moon. Pops, same thing, man. Keep guiding him. Keep taking him to that next level, man.
praises.
Keep follow your Pops, man. He's a rare breed, so keep following your Pops. Always listen to him. You're going to be all right, man. But I'm following you. I'm a fan. Can't wait to see you achieve all your dreams, all your goals come true. I can't wait.
All I can say on that is, I second that emotion. Hey, that's all I can do is, you said everything I was going to say.
Sir.
So, man, anything you want to close? You want to close this out?
Shout out. You got to shout out my boy. You got to shout out my nephew and my brother out in New Jersey.
Oh yeah, for sure.
We got to shout them out, man.
Let's get it in.
Yeah. His Instagram is absolute. I think it's absolute pandemic.
Yeah.
Yeah, out there. in New Jersey. The Absolute Pandemic.
How
Yep,
can we
that's
find
my
y'all,
fighter.
man? Let's look at you some more
Yeah, let's
followers.
make sure
How can we find
y'all let us know how to find you.
You can find my Instagram, King Junior _11, YouTube channel, Kingdom's Fitness, as well as my second account, Kingdom's Fitness.
Kingdom's Fitness Boxing. At Kingdom's Fitness Boxing on Instagram. At Kingdom's Fitness on TikTok. And at King Junior _ on Instagram as well. Yep.
Works,
Appreciate
man.
that, man.
Hey, man,
Thank
we
y'all for
appreciate
coming
you.
out, man. Answer the
Sure.
call.
Sure.
Didn't hesitate to come. I appreciate that, bro.
I'm here.
I thank you. You said you're man of your word.
For
I
sure.
thank you. You definitely man of your word.
We to the top
appreciate
all
y'all.
together for sure.
Take us home.
All right, thank y'all
Hold
for
on.
joining.
I'm
Okay.
going to cut you off, but you didn't announce it, man. You do every box we done had. You did a walk.
Oh, I
ring
didn't.
walk.
So
you did
yeah,
not
yeah.
announce
So
it, bro.
this is my little signature thing right here, right? So, what's your? I don't know. I named Shakur the Babyface Assassin, and what did I name Big Baby? I just called him Big Baby. What do I call you?
The newborn killer.
Man,
The
he
newborn killer.
He like a little
I like
assassin,
that.
though, man.
I like
He quiet,
that.
he polite, he's respectful.
The newborn
But he
killer.
got that dog in him, so man, that
All
might
right.
be a good one.
Killer.
New birth killer.
that's a good
I like that. I like that.
Let's get it, man. Can we get
Newborn or new birth?
New birth killer.
All right.
He's coming for him. He
The new birth killer.
Let's go, man.
Wow. All right. Fighting out of the red corner. hold on. Before I go back. So how much you weigh?
95.
95 pounds. Where you from?
Ohio, Cleveland.
Cleveland, Ohio. Okay. Cleveland, Ohio.
95.
95 pounds, 11 years old. All right. We're going to do it. All right. Fighting out of the red corner. He hails from Cleveland, Ohio. Are you living in Houston now? He now resides in Houston, Texas. The baby face, the new birth baby face killer. Damn, he weighs 95 pounds. I have totally messed this up. Hold on.
He wasn't prepared for that, y'all. I tried to
No,
help him
man,
out.
I wasn't prepared for it.
He said he want to be a ring announcer, so I tried to get him his ring introduction. He just blew it.
Somebody gonna let me be a ring announcer one time. I told you they didn't pay enough money, so it wasn't gonna work out. But anyway, the new birth killer.
It's coming for the belt.
It's
I like that
the
one.
new birth killer is coming for all belts. If y'all don't know, now you know. Watch out. Here he go. Make sure you hit the camera on him, Travis, not me. Look into the camera and let him know, man. New birth killer right here, baby.
I guess that's my new nickname. You know?
Coming to a town near you. 95 pounds, 11 years old. I gotta say it this way. He been kicking ass since he been one. And ain't nothing gonna change. So y'all get in line and get ready, man. Thank y'all for tuning into the show, man. I'm cold.
And this is Drake. We out.
Hey.
Man, what time it is, man? Hey, relentless. Hey, relentless. Hey, hey. Hey, Cole, ball straight. Two mother, watch your mouth. No cap, all facts like what you talking about. Boy, listen and pay attention to what we talking about. We can show you how to make 100,000 in the drought. These niggas.